Now about the mind of the new creature. Definition. The mind of the new creature is where there is thought in the new creature. Thought is spirit and spirit is thought. It is not the brain that thinks. Brain is only a receptacle of thought or spirit. A saint thinks with the spirit of Christ, and an unholy man thinks with the spirit of Satan in the time of the new covenant. Thought always precedes speaking or singing, whether a murmuring or a whispering or a spelling in the head or in the mouth or with the lips. Preface. Whoever is sanctified by the Spirit of Christ is a new creature. This spiritual sanctification of the soul of man by the Spirit of Christ is called rebirth. The new self is the Spirit of Christ in the new creature. The old self is the spirit of Satan in an unholy man. The old self is instantly transferred to Satan's embodiment when man is reborn. Transfer of the old self to Satan's embodiment does not render loss of memories of the past. A saint cannot have old self because the spirit of Satan's embodiment which comes from Sheol is perpetually burnt up by the Spirit of Christ in him throughout his life. When man is defiled, the new self goes back to God, and the old self comes back from Satan's embodiment to man. The new creature no longer exists hence. The previous new self comes back from God to man. On his awakening. Number 1. Location. The mind of the new creature is in the head of his soul and goes with the Spirit of Christ. The new creature has no heart, but an unholy man has mind in the head and heart in the abdomen of his soul. Number 2. Nature. The mind of the new creature is one with the Spirit of Christ. It never thinks of unimportant things and of evils. It rests in God and his future plan. Number 3. Fallibility. The thoughts of the new creature cannot be felt, but can be aware of, if otherwise. It may either be discernment of a certain thing or a sinful thought which comes into the head. Number 4. Speed. The thought of the new creature is very quick, short, and complete. Number 5. Constancy. The mind of the new creature Number 5. Constancy. The mind of the new creature never wavers and cannot be moved by the spirit of Satan's embodiment. It never forms idea or opinion. It never believes nor disbelieves, never approves nor disapproves, never admits nor rejects, and never accepts nor disowns what the new creature is not certain of. Number 6. Superiority. The spirit of Satan's embodiment never surpasses the mind of the new creature in all things. 7. Normal state. The mind of the new creature is ever alert, It never always thinks. Normally, knowledge goes. Number 8. Concentration. The mind of the new creature never goes on and on. It goes on and on only when the new creature is continuously doing a certain work which needs great care. Number 9. Deliberation. The mind of the new creature never thinks of the same again. It thinks the same again only for memorization or pre-plan or for preparation. Number 10. Recall. The mind of the new creature never recalls the past and what has been known to him. It recalls only when there is vagueness about a thing of importance for the present or for the future. 11. Realization. The mind of the new creature never realizes an unimportant thing. And what is gone? It realizes only a thing of importance for the present or for the future. Remote thinking. The mind of the new creature never thinks of the past, nor of the future. About the past, realization comes, and about the future, deliberation goes. 13. Knowledge. Knowledge is in the mind of the shell, and works in the minds of the saints, and of the unholy. Knowledge in the saints and in the unholy is given by the Spirit of God. The spirit of sin cannot deter knowledge even in the minds of the unholy. Ways of distinction. Number 1. By feeling. All lingering or abiding thoughts, whether emotional or unemotional, which might crawl in the head or in the throat or in the abdomen, are thoughts carried by the spirit of sin. Number 2. By conviction. All thoughts which fail to convince the mind of the new creature are thoughts carried by the spirit of Satan embodiment. Number 3. By state of the shell. All thoughts which disturb the peaceful and resting state of the shell in the new creature are the working of the spirit of Satan embodiment. Number 4. By the will of God. The better one knows the will of God, the better he knows the mind of the new creature. The thoughts of the new creature can be distinguished only with the Spirit of Christ in the time of the new covenant. Conclusion. The spirit of Satan embodiment always follows and often disturbs the mind of a saint, including those of the saints in the time of the old covenant, namely Abraham, Joshua, Daniel, John the Baptist, and so on. Only Jesus Christ cannot be disturbed by the spirit of Satan embodiment, because man is too accustomed to the thoughts given by the spirit of sin right from his birth. The mind of the new creature cannot easily be seen for him even after being sanctified.